Hi. Oh, you can barely see me. I'm sorry. I don't like my room to be very bright. So, here we are. Can't really see me. But today, we're reading Normal People. You probably already knew that. It's probably why you clicked on this. Probably why you're here. So, yeah. We're reading Normal People. I'm really excited. I'm also kind of nervous because it's Normal People, but I've heard so many good things about this book. I've seen so many people just... I can't talk. I've seen so many people... Oh my gosh, I need to put my hands up. Okay. No! Please stop! Okay, we're holding it. I've seen so many people say that this book just, like, overall changed their lives, so I'm really excited. So here's our little setup to read. Here are the tabs. I'm just going to use the bottom for the green and blue ones. These ones, and then, oh my gosh. Gonna use those. And this is my highlighter and pen. I was also gonna use a green highlighter, but it was more teal, so I didn't. And then here's the book. I'm so excited for this. Okay, anyways, I don't really know how to do a reading vlog. I feel like I'm scared I'm gonna like spoil. Oh, and then here is the playlist I'm listening to. I scrolled through like a whole bunch, but I think this is the one that I wanna. I didn't even spell it right, wow. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wait. Do you see how many of these songs? These are like all my favorite songs. I might change the playlist. Stop! I love these songs. Oh my gosh. Okay. Keep this on here. Okay. Now we're gonna start. We're gonna start the book now. That's upside down. Yay! Normal People. Sally Rooney. Yay! No, I'm actually really enjoying this. And it's pretty short. Like, I've been reading pretty long books. Like, I'm on a I'm rereading Powerless again right now. And that's like 500 pages almost. And then I'm also reading The Striker, which is like 600 pages. So this one's like just under 300. So it's like half the amount of what I've been reading. So hopefully I'll be able to get through this one somewhat quick. But yeah. Okay, we're gonna go read. So putting the camera up on my windowsill, hopefully it stays. But it's been a month almost since I started this video. I haven't had any time to read the book, but here we are. I'm on page 85. So I was looking back on footage. I was on page 14 last time I updated. It's just kind of like following along their lives. It's not really anything like, I don't know, like nothing detrimental. They're kind of like forming a relationship, but he's like trying to be like secretive about it, you know. So there's that. Hello. Okay. So yeah, they're like starting to form a relationship. He's being kind of secretive about it. She's just kind of going along with that. She's kind of just like whatever he says, she just goes with it, I feel like. Let's go through some of my annotations because I feel like this is a good spot. I'm almost at 100 pages in, so I feel like it's a good spot to like stop, talk about what's happening, also because I haven't read it in a while. There was this one. I highlighted like this. I annotated like this big thing, but I'm just gonna read like a certain part. Being alone with her is like opening a door away from normal life and then closing it behind him. What else? Oh, this one. Marianne had the sense that her real life was happening somewhere very far away, happening without her, and she didn't know if she would ever find out where it was and become part of it. Whatever. So, that one. There's just like more progressions of how they're starting to form like a closer bond. I actually haven't read a single page of that book since I last updated. I haven't read a single word, a single letter. I haven't read anything, to be honest. So I'm gonna try and finish it tonight. I want to finish it tonight, because New Year's Eve is tomorrow. So yeah, want to finish it before the new year. I already filmed something talking about this, but I made no sense in what I was saying. So I'm gonna like talk about it again, and I'm gonna try and make sense this time, because you cannot understand what I'm talking about. I like trace back. Anyways, so whenever I see people talk about this book, I always hear about the lack of like quotation marks in dialogue, which makes sense because obviously that's not something you always see in books, and it's really uncommon, especially in like ones that are popular among social media. So I went into this knowing that there weren't going to be any quotation marks, and so I prepared myself for that, and I was just kind of like letting myself like pay a little extra attention when I was reading to like when it was actually dialogue and when it wasn't. But I don't think I would have been as bothered by the lack of quotation marks if I hadn't known about them going in, because then I just kind of like focused on like where the quotation marks would be and where they wouldn't. And it'll be like, oh, let me see if I can find something. Yeah, it's like says so and so. So it'll have like a quote and then it'll say like, oh, this person said it. So it's not like too much of like, are they talking, are they not talking? You'll know. So don't worry about that too much if you're gonna read it. I don't think it's too bad. So that's my friend. His name's Harry. But it is now exam week, so I'm thinking about bringing the book to school so that I can just like get through it. Okay, I'm like halfway into the book already, so I'm kind of surprised this didn't happen earlier, but I think we just had like, no, this did happen earlier. Can we be honest? I'm just delusional, but we had like some miscommunication, but this is the first time it's actually been like acknowledged that it's like miscommunication and misunderstanding and misinterpretation of something else. So all the other times it was just kind of like pushed aside, I feel like, but this is the first time it's actually been acknowledged by someone in the story. So hi, exams are over. I got to read a tiny bit of the book, like after my Spanish and English exams, the easiest exams I've taken, or I took, I don't know, but they were so easy, and I finished early, so I was able to read, and even after my science one. But TikTok's getting banned tomorrow, which obviously that's such a like non-problem when you look at it compared to other things happening in the world. Like obviously I don't think this is the worst thing happening by far, but it is still a bit upsetting because I'm assuming if you're here, you're probably here from TikTok. So, it is sad, and I feel bad for the people who like actually like have a living off of it, but it is sad. I've been on TikTok for a while, and that's where I have like the biggest community, I feel like. So, but I feel like it just gives me more opportunities to post here and on other platforms that I wouldn't have had if it weren't for it getting banned, because it's just like TikTok was the most convenient place for me to post. But I feel like now with the ban, like here, I'm going to be able to post so much more because it's the only place I'll be able to post. So yeah, I'm excited to see the new opportunities it brings. Not excited to see it go, but other than that, I'm going to go back to reading. I'm nervous. Not much, okay, stuff has happened, but I feel like it's nothing like detrimental. They're just kind of going on with their lives. I literally banned TikTok before midnight last night. Now we're gonna go read, because I'm convinced without TikTok I can finish this book by the end of today. And I think that might be too ambitious, but I've told myself that, so now I feel like I'm gonna try my best to make it happen. So we're gonna see. We're gonna try and finish Normal People today. I think I can. I have like 100 pages left. I finished up at like 240, so we'll see. I'm kind of nervous. So currently, I don't like Jamie that much, and I also don't like Peggy. I just like, Peggy gives me these weird vibes, and then Jamie, he also gives me weird vibes. I don't know, I just don't like him. I like Connell better, but yeah. So Jamie, he gives me weird vibes, and like also just like things I've heard about him I just don't like. And then Peggy, I don't know, she just gives me the weirdest vibe, like, and also her actions kind of feel a bit odd to me. So I think something, no, I don't know, I just feel like, I don't know, it's like something's going on with Peggy, I feel like. So I'm kind of interested on what's going on with that aspect, but yeah, now we're gonna go read. I'm excited. I am highly enjoying this book currently. It's really good. I really like Connell and Marianne. The other characters, it depends. Okay, so TikTok is actually back now, and it looks like it's back for good. So ignore all the things that I said before, where I was like, oh, you know, like my little sappy message, because apparently that means nothing now, because we have TikTok again. But I'm happy. I'm very happy that it's back, but surprised me, you know. I really don't like Jamie at all. Like, not even the slightest bit. I really don't like that man. So, thought I could point that out. Also, I don't like Lucas. Like, why is every single man in this book not a good person? Why? There's not a single good one. Except like Connell. Every other man is horrible. Hi guys. So I have like 20 pages left of the book, and I'm really nervous for what's gonna happen. But so far, stand with my statement. I don't like any of the men in this book. I like Connell. So hopefully nothing happens to change that. I really like Marianne. I like them. I also like Connell's mom, as of right now. I don't think that's going to change though. I like her. But I mean, there's really like, oh my gosh, there is someone I like absolutely hate, but I don't know if I can say that because I think it's gonna be a spoiler, so I can't say who it is. But I feel like if you know, you know. Like, if you read this book, you probably know who I'm talking about. I hate this person with everything in me. They are so annoying right now. They are disgusting. Hi, we're on like the very last 3 pages of the very last chapter, and so I'm gonna read them and film as I read them, because I haven't filmed any of me like reading, you know. That's my American flag with fictional men on it. Whatever. I haven't really filmed with me reading, so we're gonna finish this book. Oh no! There's still like a whole nother like chapter of dialogue that we could have had. There's acknowledgement. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No. Oh my gosh. Now we're going to talk about my review and my thoughts on the book and the things that I really highly enjoyed. So, here we go. This book, I think we could tell from the last few clips that this book was 5 stars out of 5. I loved it. I loved every second. Wow, I just tried to say single and second at the same time. I loved every single second of it. It was, the writing was so fast paced at the points where the story wasn't, that you never got bored. And that sounds so like weird, but I did say earlier, it's just, I don't know how to explain it. The writing's fast paced, but at points the story isn't. It's still so incredibly good. I never wanted to put this down. I know that it did take me a while to read. That's just because I was so busy, and then once I, did have the time to read, I just like wanted to do other stuff. So obviously it did take a while to read, but it was so good. I loved the characters, and they changed so drastically over the course of the story from the beginning to the end that like they're unrecognizable, I feel like. But it was like interesting to see such character development throughout, honestly, such a short book. It's only like 270 pages, which, I mean, obviously that's still kind of long, but it's shorter compared to other books that I've read. So good. And like I just can't stop thinking about it. Like, I know this is one of those books that like I'm going to like see something randomly on the street, and then I'm just gonna like relate it to the book. But yeah, I think I've said all my thoughts on it. Loved the characters. I loved the plot, story, the character development, all that stuff. Okay, yeah, I think we've covered it all. Gonna go watch edits of this for the rest of the weekend and edit this video and live vicariously through myself in the past. And yeah, so I hope you guys liked this video. I'm so sorry if I'm acting weird or awkward in any of the clips. I just like, I don't know what to say when I'm put in front of a camera, so I just start saying random stuff and acting in random ways that, and so I do have to get comfortable in front of the camera. But like, I feel like even throughout the course of this video I've just gotten more and more comfortable, even leading up to now. So I can talk for hours on end about any topic as well. So I have to like also know like, like this actually has to be like a shorter type of video. Like, this cannot be like 50 whole minutes long of just you talking about the book that you're reading. So I also do have to cut myself off in times like that. So I'm just getting used to it. But do let me know what videos you want to see if you like this. I wasn't really sure what parts to film and what parts not to film. So if you guys want to see more of like a certain aspect in my like reading experience, or less of one other thing, more of another, just let me know, because I'm getting used to this. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. This is getting awkward again. I apologize. I promise I'll get better with it. Okay, bye. I had so much fun. Thank you for watching.